Hi, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Media Champions. I'm your host, Mary Trace Griffin in Atlanta. Today, we have on the program just for you, Scott Dennison. Yes, Scott Dennison is here. He's with Five Talents Ventures, and he joins us today as a subject matter expert on Media Champions. Scott, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mary Teresa. I appreciate that.
Thank you for saying yes, and thanks for what you do because you really help people get their story out there. You help people connect with that audience and help them get to where they need to be. Walk me through what it's like to be Scott Dennison and connecting with those clients, potential clients, and how you convince them, hey, this is the path you need to take.
Well, convince is an interesting word for you to pick up on. I'm not much on. I'm not really much on convincing people. I would prefer to lay out what the facts are,
Mhm.
what's happening in internet marketing, and right now, a really short and great example of that would be just Google's conversion to AI and its ad services using a new product called Performance Max or PMax. And anywhere you turn, ask an expert, and you will find mass confusion about what those mean and how to use them. I'm all about simplifying things, and that's what we try to do every day. Is just take very confusing concepts and simplify them. Because as I mentioned in my write up and your invitation, my market is primarily roofing contractors.
Mhm.
I mean, these guys are not
So
computer science majors, and they don't speak in internet buzzwords. They just speak like you and I speak. Well, maybe having a
well,
beer.
sure, and let's talk about the roofing industry, okay? Because they
Sure.
clearly know that they've got to make the connect to that audience, that customer that's out there. And I want to talk to you about relationship building and how you're explaining to companies that need your help how this is changing. This dynamic is changing, especially in the absence of cookies, which is coming quicker than Christmas, I think. And
Right.
it's going to change. It's going to change the way that we reach out and find customers. But that's where a pro like you comes into play. Walk me through that.
Well, what we're doing with people that are trying to build an audience is we're actually giving them hope that there is the possibility of living and growing your business off of the search engine, not being wholly dependent upon a search engine to get all of your traffic gives you great freedom. It gives you the ability to breathe. Now, what I mean by that is I come from the 80-20 background. I wrote a book in about 6 or 7 years ago on 80-20 internet marketing. Uh, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with the concept of 80-20, but in the shortest sense, 20% of your activities produce 80% of your results. Now,
Brilliant.
if you look at the majority of what marketers are teaching, telling, and selling, it's anything but. They're talking about, well, create more TikTok videos is a good example. I'm not down on TikTok. I'm not negative on it. I just don't have it anywhere near the top of the pile of things to focus on or work on. It's just simply not there. The most important thing to focus on, and I don't really have a way to show this accurately, but I have this chart that I developed, and so you can see here, this is a simplified version of internet marketing. This is
Yep.
visibility is the key. It starts in the left side. If you are visible to your ideal prospect, then you get to continue to move. Now you see this the arrow that goes up and over the side. It says that if I see you, my next question is going to be, can I trust you? People that are visible, their customers instinctively move to proof. Now, we don't have time to really go into it, but from there, if you have enough proof, your customer is going to invite you to the selling process. And the only question will be,
Absolutely.
can you sell me? Can you sell me without trying to close me? can you get me involved in some way that makes me feel great about the process and makes me choose you? Uh, and that's kind of what we like to focus on at Top Ranked Roofer.
Well, I think you hit it right on the head. And Scott, we are out of time, but I do hope that you will come back on the program. You brought up several very valid points that I'd like to continue the discussion on, having to do with selling and closing, because there is a difference. And in the world of media and marketing, people need to understand that. But I do hope you'll come back so we can continue discussing and peeling back the onion layers of the sage advice that you have for our audience out there.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I'd be happy to do it.
Thank you, Scott. Thanks for what you do. The rest of you, you're going to want to make the connect to Scott, and we can help you do that. You can find him by finding us here at dailyadbrief.com. I'm Mary Therese Griffin in Atlanta. We'll see you next time for more Media Champions.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.